Hi lovely, I hope you're having a great day. I wanted to stop in and share a tool that I use regularly for self-care, for shifting energy, for moving through blocks, and it's called tapping or EFT, and also known as emotional freedom technique. And essentially what it is tapping on acupressure points around the body. You can do this pretty much anywhere and you can shift. Maybe you've got blocks coming up, maybe you've got mental clutter coming up, maybe you're working on something new and all of the resistance is coming up. This technique is amazing for shifting that energy. So I'll give you a run through of the tapping points and then we'll do a bit of an example tapping session together. So the place that we start tapping is on what's called the karate chop point. So it's just on the side of the hand. You don't have to tap hard. You're not trying to give yourself a bruise. You're just tapping quite gently and just tapping on the side of the hand. So that's the first place that we tap. And then we move to the top of the head, and again just lightly. And then above the eyebrows. Around to the sides of the eyes. Underneath the eyes, kind of on the apples of the cheeks. And then we move to between the nose and the top lip, just on the fleshy part there. And you can use one hand or two, it's absolutely up to you. There's no perfect way to do this. And then to the space between the bottom lip and the pointy bit of the chin, so kind of in your chin divot, I like to call it. And then just under your collarbone. So you can feel this the first time if you like, and you'll feel where your collarbones are. And then there's just kind of a soft spot underneath. So just tapping there, and again just tapping gently. And then tapping for women where you'd wear a bra, so your bra strap area, or for guys a heart rate monitor kind of area. So that's my armpit just here, and I'm tapping just below. But again, there's no absolute perfect spot to tap. Wherever your hands land are fine. If you find as you're going through a tapping sequence that you miss a spot on your face, or you just want to tap the karate chop point, it's okay. Again, like a lot of the videos that I share, and what I love to say is it's all about the intention you bring to it. So if you're just bringing an intention that you want to take some time to look after yourself, shift any energy that's feeling stuck and feel a little energetically lighter and brighter, that's all you need to do. And you don't need to remember all of it. You don't need to make it complex. It can be simple and it can meet you exactly where you're at. And I know I just said too that you can kind of do this anywhere, but you might be thinking, I'm not going to sit on the bus or at my desk at work or in front of certain people and tap through a cycle like that. Sometimes I'll sit and actually just tap my fingers together, or I'll tap on the karate chop point, like with my hands under in my lap at my desk where no one can see me, or if I'm on the bus, I might just even tap two fingers together. Again, it's all about that intention. If you're just focusing on letting go of anything that needs to be let go of, it's going to work for you. So there's two ways that you can tap. You can literally just tap if you're feeling any energy, if you're feeling any emotion, if you're feeling stuck. Maybe you're feeling angry or frustrated. Maybe you're working on something and you're feeling blocked, or you're feeling like you're self-sabotaging or procrastinating or overthinking. You don't have to know exactly what the feeling is. You don't have to be able to name it and identify it and figure out what's causing it. If you're feeling stuff and it's feeling sticky and you don't want to feel that way, you can literally just tap. And so you could be sitting at your desk or on the couch, or sometimes at my day job, I'll go to the bathroom and shut the door and I'll just sit and tap until I feel a little lighter, especially if I'm maybe feeling frustrated by something that's going on. I'll remove myself from the situation and I'll just go and tap. And it can be so fantastic. So you can literally just sit and tap, and you don't have to know what's going on or have words to put with your tapping sequence. And you don't even have to do a sequence. You can pick a spot, and you might intuitively pick that spot. So you might think, oh, I just want to tap some emotion out, and you really want to tap your head, or you really want to tap a spot on your face. And then maybe you get the instinct or the intuition or the gut feeling to move. And so you move where you're tapping. Let your body guide you, but also if you're brand new to it, don't feel like you have to remember everything. If all you remember is that when you're feeling stressed out or frustrated or overwhelmed, that you have the option to tap on the karate chop point of your hand, if that's all you remember and all that you do, that's absolutely fantastic and it will help. So I'll run you through a really quick example sequence, and I might actually talk about fear because that's been coming up a lot with my clients lately. A lot of them are starting to do things outside their comfort zone, they're stretching themselves, and they're feeling a lot of resistance. So let's do a really quick example tap through, and this is what it can look like if you have words that you want to put with it. And I want to say too, don't worry about what words you choose. Don't think too hard about it. If you've got words that want to come out of your mouth, let them come out. Or if you want to think them because you don't want to say them out loud, that's okay too. Don't worry if you repeat yourself. Don't worry if it makes sense or not. Just let it come out. So I'm going to freeform. This may or may not make sense, but let's see how we go. Okay. Even though I'm feeling really afraid and I'm really stressing out right now, and I'm really scared that this thing that I want to do, that it's going to be too big for me and that I won't know how to do it, or that I won't do it well enough. And I'm afraid that people will think I'm silly, or that I'll put heaps of effort in but no one will care. And I'm really afraid of failing. But I'm also really, really afraid of success. Because part of me knows that I'm made for something so much bigger. But I don't quite know what it is. And I feel like until I know, I can't take action. And I'm really scared of success. I'm scared that I won't know how to handle it. I'm scared that I won't know how to keep it and maintain it. And there's probably a whole lot of other things I'm scared of too that I don't even know how to identify right now. And even though I feel all of these things, all of this fear and so much more, I deeply and completely love, honor, forgive, and trust myself. So that's just an example. And so what I should have said before I run you through that is repeat after me. So what you can do is you can tap through that, and as I say what I've just said, then you can repeat that, or you can come up with your own words. And the other disclaimer I want to share with you, the other permission slip, if you will, is that there's no right number of times to tap. So you don't have to tap 3 times or 5 times or 10 times on each spot and move on. You can literally just tap until you feel like you've released the energy from that spot, or you feel like you're ready to move on, or maybe you've said what you need to say, or you can just come back to that karate chop point and just tap on that. I hope that's been helpful. I have to say this is a technique and a tool that I lean on a lot. I try and do it most days. I don't do it every single day, but very much when I'm doing something new. When I launched Becoming You, my experience last year, I was feeling so many emotions and there was so much stuff coming up, and I was tapping multiple times a day. I was tapping in the car on the way to work while my boyfriend was driving. I was going to the bathroom at my day job and tapping. I was tapping in my lunch break. I was tapping at home. Whenever stuff was coming up that was feeling overwhelming, or it was getting the better of me, or it was stopping me from taking action and moving forwards, I would tap on it and just let some of that energy out. So I hope that's been helpful. Have a play with it, see how you go with it. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like me to create some videos, some guided tapping videos on any particular topics, like maybe on money or on business or on relationships or on procrastination or overwhelm or self-sabotage or anything like that, let me know. Leave me a comment or email me sarah@sarahjensen.com.au. It would be an absolute pleasure to create stuff to help you and support you. And yeah, if there's anything that you need, don't hesitate to shout. Happy tapping, have fun, and I'll talk with you soon.